Trigger warning, grief, and substance abuse. I'm 47 female. My nephew Joey, 21, is getting married in 2 weeks, and his mother Judy, 45, is trying to come, but I've adamantly told her not to come because of how much crap she's put him through in recent years. By the way, this comes from Aunt Undertaker, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia. Joey was 18. He was in a car accident with his father. His father passed away a few days later. Oof. I know all of this was triggered by my sister's grief, and I'm trying to be mindful of that. First, she purposely missed his high school graduation because she couldn't imagine being there without his father. Joey was understanding, and thankfully me and his girlfriend, now fiance's, family were there for him. Judy insisted on still hosting a graduation party a week or so later. I would be so upset. I wasn't able to get there until the end. When I got there, most of the guests had left, and Judy was a wasted mess and was wailing about her husband's passing. I told Joey to pack a bag and come to my house for the week, which he did. Judy swore she would do better and begged him to come back home, which again, he did. A couple months went by, and Joey asked if I could drive him to work because his car had been totaled. He looked terrible when I got him, so I asked him what was up. He said he had been working 70 hours a week because Judy had gotten laid off. I asked him how his car got totaled, and he said Judy had crashed it driving intoxicated. At that point, our mom and I sat down with her to try to get her into some sort of treatment or counseling, and she agreed, but we later learned she never went. I take partial responsibility for not following up. Yeah, you have to follow up on those things. Some months later, Joey called me again, this time for a ride to the courthouse to get Judy out of jail. All he said was she had gotten wasted and got herself arrested. I begged him to come stay with me, but Judy insisted she would get help if he would stay and help her, which he did. Ugh. I would call and talk to Joey once or twice a week to make sure he and Judy were safe. She didn't go into treatment, but he said things had calmed down. After a few months, he stopped responding to calls and only sent short text responses. Sometime later, those stopped too. Throughout all of this, he has been supported by his fiancée. I started getting my updates on Joey's well-being through her occasional social media posts. They got engaged, and her family is paying for the small, intimate wedding and reception they've chosen to have. As far as I knew, things were better. He seemed happy in her posts. I was blindsided about 2 weeks ago when Joey's fiancée called me. She said Joey needed my help and asked if she could drive him over to my house. When they got there, he was shaking, hyperventilating, and threw up multiple times. When he finally calmed down, he said his mother had gone into a wasted rage some weeks ago and started trying to rip and burn everything left of her husband's. When Joey stopped her, she started wrecking his stuff. Joey said this has been going on for months, and the night prior to his girlfriend bringing him to me, he came home and found that she had burned all of his father's pictures, old clothes, everything. I went to confront Judy. She agreed once again to enter treatment, and this time she followed through. Joey has been staying with me since. Every time I ask about the wedding or his girlfriend